Hey, Cancer, how are you? Good morning, it's Mary Ellen. Hey, welcome to Moonrise Cottage. If you're new, it's wonderful to meet you, my guides always say. Cancer, my goodness, I was clearing the decks and things just got literally jumping out. You see that if you're a YouTube fan, my guides are saying. So I'm going to go through these cards. My guides, when I was sort of meditating on your love reading, they were saying the words love bomb, love bomb, love bomb. You're going to be bombed with love, blah, blah, blah. My guides are saying. So look into the cards. I'm going to jump into them. I first would like to pull out for you something from the Journey of Love Oracle. And we're going to choose an animal medicine card, okay? They want me to start with this. So Spirit, what is going on? What to give us some messages for beautiful, tender-hearted, sweet, the flow of sweet love that comes out of a Cancer. July 24th to August 1st. What's happening? We've been through this eclipse. It's been hard. It's been really, I think, particularly hard on the earth and water signs because we've got Cancer in the North Node. Pluto. You know, my guys are kind of chanting it. So earth and water signs, you've been through it, haven't you? I know, because I'm a Virgo. Been there, done that. It was hard. It was intense. It was heartbreaking. It was soul rendering, my guides are saying. However, today's a new day. Yeah, they want this one. Because you know what was happening? You were unlocking the seeds of your heart. That's what Pluto was doing for you in this intense eclipse because you're walking really bonded. You see this? My guides asked me to put this on the table a few days back, right? Earth and water. I'm afraid to. Last time I touched it, it fell off and rolled across the floor. But there it is, bonded together. You're changing the universe, y'all. You really are. So don't doubt it. The seeds of your heart have been planted, they've been unlocked. They've been plunged deep into the earth energy. I think that's part of what's coming through. Look how beautiful that is. There's flow. We see indications of the moon, the mystery realm, the water element, bringing forward the seeds of its love because something is happening. And it's deep and it's profound. All right, Spirit. Can you tell us from the animal medicine card, Spirit? Tell us about this reading. Give us messages, please, for beautiful Cancer. Been through so much. Everything touches them so deeply. They're so, okay. Wow. My guys just said to me, stop. And I could hear like the screeching of brakes in a car, you know, screeching on the pavement. Okay, this is profoundly deep and beautiful. Do you see that, Cancer? You've been cleansed. You have been cleansed. Whatever you've been through with this eclipse, it is to bring you to this beautiful moment. The seeds of your heart come forward. You have a blank slate now. You can create whatever it is you desire now. Wow. Ooh, there's a hush that just came over the room. Cancer, this is lovely. Lovely. See that little blue stone? And my guides told me this morning, go, put the amethyst all over the table. I had my shamanic mask, one of them, representing the void, the universe, the intensity, the weight of this eclipse. And this morning, I got up and they said, all right, it's done. We're moving on now. Clean the table, wash it up. I had sprinkled ashes on it for a prior reading. And this is the energy. We have come through the event horizon. We've all had it. And I think particularly earth and water signs, we've had this event horizon. My guides asked me to put this on the table as we were going through the eclipse. Okay, it's hard to see that. But there's a split, right? You literally opened a crack in the universe and you stepped through. You went through a wormhole or some kind of thing. I sent a message to somebody the other day about going through the wormhole. You did it in whatever way it came forward, and then you emerge. Do you see that? Look how gorgeous. So this morning I woke up and my guide said, go out, go to the field because what's happening out there, and this has something to do with you. That's an echinacea, very healing in the world of plant medicine. They're all over the field all of a sudden. They just came out a couple days ago. Multicolored, standing really tall, 2 feet tall, 2.5 feet tall. That's what's happening now. This is the next moment, my guides are saying. And we've arrived. It is all about healing. All right, now if I can get it to stand back up. Come on, little flower. Shouldn't have messed with it, huh? All right, anyway, so that's where we're at. It's really beautiful. That's the seed that's in your heart. It's all about healing. So it's coming forward this last month of July as you come past this intense event horizon and you come out like the blank shield. And, my guides are saying, and onto this, into this, and onto this, you can make whatever markings you want. It's your destiny to write your story now. You write your story. You are standing in your beautiful power, the power of your heart seeds. And the universe is saying to you, manifest out of your desires. What would you like? What is it that you're creating? And so look at this. I'm just going to pull this where I can reach it. All right, so here's what we've got going on here. If you're new, welcome. All the information you want about me is below. I'm available for shamanic healing, for readings, all that stuff. So as all readers always say, understand this can be about you. This can be about your love partner. This goes vice versa always. Don't get stuck on gender, all that stuff. Look with wide vision, my guides are saying. So Cancer, this is the first card out. All right. Six of Cups, nostalgia, beauty, the beauty of nostalgia, reaching into the past of your memory banks to pull forward the kind of love that you want. You had a dream. My guides are saying you had a dream at some point in your life about coming into this kind of love, something really sweet and tender. So I think when you went through this event horizon, you pulled this forward. Something. It may have been, somebody from your past. It may have been you in your past coming forward, rising to the surface again because of the seeds that are in your own heart. Clearly, also, it may be a partner, right? Somebody from your past. Somebody maybe you've been dreaming about for a long time, and maybe you're ready to share your sweetness and your cup of love with them. You may want to go forward with an offer. There are all these indications in this card. Maybe a past life partner, all of those things. But tenderness, real tenderness now. Being able to be tender. Because this happened. Really difficult moment for some of you. You walked away from something, I think, or something walked away from you. That moment has been resolved. That's why the seeds of your heart are here, and you got a blank shield now. You got a blank slate, clean slate, my guides are saying. Whatever this was about, it was meant for your healing. It was given to you for a sacred purpose. So you did something, or somebody you were involved with did something that caused an ending. And my guides are saying, and it was the appropriate thing, and it was, of course, look, all right, the eclipse cycle. Absolutely. Things became known. Energies happened, my guides are saying, and it broke your heart, didn't it? Something happened for some of you. So my guides are saying, this event horizon, something, I believe it's for many of you, or it wouldn't come up this way. Something happened. And it caused you to go back to yourself in some way. You came back to this moment in your life. So in my readings, if you're new, that's the theme of this reading. This is the energy that you're standing in, perhaps in the moment. You're back, Cancer. You took care of whatever you needed to do. Or the universe may have done it for you. And it may be that you're with someone that you really don't want to walk away from. There may have been a moment when things just, and my guys, that's why the title is Love Bomb. My guys, we're talking about the love bomb. Okay, you know what? Now that I'm saying it, they've been talking to me about music all morning long. So below the video, I'm going to post a link. I already put the one there, but I may change it. Because what the guys are now saying is they're singing the song Love Shack in my head. So something really important, an important event horizon type of event, you went through to the universe. Somehow, in some kind of way, they're saying. And there you are. It's funny. 9 of Pentacles. This card's been coming out frequently this morning, and my guides always say, that's the Queen. So it's somebody who has changed their status, whether it's you or the other person. You've come into a form of abundance now. And you see how, if you look behind it, you can see the blank shield and the seeds of the heart. There's the seeds. It's bringing forward a lot of abundance. You may be standing alone in your abundance, and that is the appropriate thing. And my guides are saying that little bird on her sleeve, that's about to fly away to bring back the one more pentacle that's missing. But it is appropriate to stand in this moment in your own fullness. You have to stand in the center of your life and look outward from there. And that's how you find my guides have been saying this all morning too, your quantum partner. So first, gather up your seeds, write your own story now. And you know what they're saying? Draw yourself that picture of that shield and write your own story. What are the seeds? Write the story of the seeds that are in your heart. Stand fully in yourself, with you in the center of your life, and look outward from there. And you're going to have sacred vision, because you know what? Guess who's looking at you? That's why they're talking about love bomb. See that? King of Wands, fire energy coming at you. Might be a fire sign, could be an air sign. You know, we got a lot on the table. We've got air, we've got water, we've got fire, and we have earth. So you are spinning all of the elements. I think that's what's happening while you're gathering your abundance to you. But somebody's looking at you, and they're very passionate in your direction, my guides are saying. And when this person finally makes a decision to step forward, well, you know what's going to literally happen, my guides are saying? They're going to point their magic wand at you, and it's going to shoot a blast at you, a literal love bomb. Because, you know, when the King of Wands sees that woman, he can't help himself, can he? He can't help it. It's an impulse that comes from a knowing within him, because his passion is ignited, and he just can't. He knows. Like there she is. Dear God, why is it taking so long? All right, you know. Okay, my guides are being really saucy. They're talking about the saucy way you go forward with your beautiful, soft, tender, nostalgic energy when it comes to love. The dream you had, that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. The dream you had, Cancer. You had a dream. Oh, now I'm getting choked up. You had a dream, didn't you, when you were younger? Maybe you have a dream in this moment about what you're supposed to have because of your nature. The way love is supposed to feel, the way it's supposed to be. So I think you went through some kind of a process. You know, the eclipse, many of us walked away from things. Many of us experienced people walking away from us. And it brings forward our abundance. You got to let go. All the stuff you already know. I don't even need to tell you, right? You know. So, you know, this king and queen, I think what's happening is this king is watching this queen, whether, you know, don't get stuck on gender, okay? Whoever it is that is coming to their readiness because of what they had to walk away through, and we see some conflict up here. Things have happened, but it brought you to a state of supreme abundance. And there's somebody who's watching you, Cancer, and they're waiting for you to come into your Nine of Pentacles moment. That's the only way they want you, I think. Standing fully in your abundance. So they're kind of waiting. You see this? They're not going to walk away. They're just going to sit and wait. And the minute you're ready, that king is going to raise his wand. My guides keep saying he's going to point it right at you. So take all the inference you want from that. Gee whiz, pardon me. But that's the energy. It's feeling really joyful. You know, on after the event horizon, this is what comes forward. So my guides are saying it's time to shake it off now. Be in joy, because what you have been wishing for, Cancer, my beautiful Cancers, what you have been wishing for is coming forward. Your dream is coming alive because you've held fast to it through all kinds of hell in your lives, many of you. Or maybe just a particular type of hell that you just weathered somehow. Might have been loss of a job, might have been, you know, clearly arguments. So, look what just happened. You know what? I flipped them. I love that. So my guys are saying, take that as a message. There's something that they want to come through to your vision, they're saying. And it's why they're telling you, okay, have the blank slate. Let that be your vision now. Let go of anything in the past that has been hurtful to you. My guys are talking about healers. So they want you to get your healing so that you can finish that cycle inside of yourself. This is something you've been holding on to for a long, long time, I think, Cancer, whatever it's about. But things are being staged now. My guides are saying the stage is now set for your dreams to come forward, for your garden to grow. And you're going to have a lot of understanding. Something's going to come to you. You're going to have a revelation, etc., my guys are saying. Okay? And sevens are mystical numbers. So you are going to be able now to stand and look at your garden and just gaze upon it with your manifestation energy, because we see manifestation in this reading, a lot of it really. Okay, so that's what's going on in the human realm. I think there's somebody hanging around, they're waiting for you. Or vice versa, you're waiting for them. You know, if you're a cross watcher, you'll understand whatever the inference is. So when you work through whatever is happening to bring you back to what you believed when you were a child, that's what it is. And this is how you believed, right? And you've had to, all of us, we all have to go through life. We have to learn by our successes and our failures, the things that hurt us. So this is what leads you from your human existence, the energies that exist in the now, my guides are saying. Because of this process and the broken heart that you had, it caused you to have some deep introspection. It's interesting. I was just talking about this recently. I can't remember what reading it came out from, but nonetheless, on a soul level, something has been healed. Do you see this great healing that's coming forward? So, Five of Cups. First of all, look at the aura of this person, right? They're pulling in divine energy. And it's not that you're crying over spilled milk. That's not how I read this card. I mean, I realize, right, at some point, maybe this kind of thing happened and you stood there in a state of shock and awe and went, holy Nikes, what just happened? Why did this happen? Oh, like really being forlorn. So you went deep inside, didn't you, Cancer? I find that this card, Mercury's still retrograde, is aligned with the Hermit. Right? So we see the river of life flowing in the foreground. You're looking at the cups. You're engaged in your deep process of healing your heart. And you know that those two full cups are there. You are not unaware, but you're just dealing with your own healing, I think. And maybe having a moment of thinking about this destiny, because this is what we're talking about. Thinking about what you believed and the way you wanted to believe, and you really thought it was true, and then you came to moments of disappointment that broke your heart. And it may be anything. Might be a career, might be a person, might be something that happened in your family that was really sad. Maybe you lost someone really close to you, and it just continued this process of awakening, because that's what this is. Because there's going to come a moment, Cancer. There comes a moment, my guides are saying, when you're done with this process and you've shed your tears enough, you turn around, you pick up those cups, and you walk across that bridge. You see that? Into the next place of your destiny. This is a card that embodies a lot of hope. I don't know. I just don't read it the way most readers do. So if you look at the way the cards are aligned in the rows and the columns, you see more of the story. So whoever it is that's watching you, or whoever you're watching, if this is vice versa, you're watching this person come into themselves, come into their abundance. And they are literally getting ready to take flight. See that bird? That represents them. That's what my guides are saying. It's their heart and soul. So may well be an earth sign person, might be somebody who's an air sign, because we see the bird here. Could be anything, right? But it's somebody who embodies these qualities. Or perhaps they have earth, fire, look into their chart. That's what my guides have been saying this morning. Make sure you understand. It's easy for me to pick up a card and say, oh, it's a water sign. I don't really ascribe to that, just so you know. I'm talking to you about energy. So these are the energies that person embodies. Okay, my guides just said hang on a second. It is the energy they bring to you when you're with them, or when you're engaged in them, or when you see them, right? Or when you decide, my guides just said, when you decide to set your hat for this person. So they look into each other, and I think they know. I think there's somebody who's around. It might be that you're in a committed partnership, and you and your partner look at each other now in these post-eclipse moments, and you just think, oh, we had a bunch of battles. we were not able to be with each other for a while. You might have been in what the twin flame people call separation, which to me just means, you're doing your own work. You're taking your own path. I don't care if you're in a partnership. You have to stand in the center of your life, don't you? Or you're not available ever to anybody else because you're not balanced if you're not standing in the center of your life. And my guides are saying that's what this is all about. So you had some inner conflict, I think. Something going on here. Five of Wands, the fives are change coming forward through some kind of a conflict or a battle. My guide's just talking about it. It really was with yourself. I think it was for those of you that are partnered, clearly you had some challenges because change was meant to come. Because what you're both committed to is this Ace of Cups, cup running over. Your cup that stands inside the seat of your heart, that allows you to be present and to be able to offer and utilize the love that you are, Cancer, because, we know water signs, right? Because your world, you changed your world. Something happened when you went through this event horizon. It literally changed your destiny. It changed your world, a new cycle. This has ended, clearly, and you did it, right? You came through and you're ready now. That's why on the human realm, right? So if you look at the human realm and you look at the top row, that's your spirit realm. That's what your heart and soul is working on, right? Then take the energy and do this and see where it leads you. Okay, look, do you see this transition? Really tender. Talk about tender. Really tender, really beautiful. So let's pick from the runes. We're going to pick a message for you, Cancer. Spirit, what is it you want to tell the beautiful Cancer? In there, having come out of the event horizon, you come out with a full cup, Cancer. You are in a place of joy. You yourself in a place of joy, connected to the divine. You've come, what? I think you've come through something that has connected you to your energy that's connected to the divine. Just see this, and it has changed your world, and you've started a new cycle. And you're closing out, here's the good news. You were closing out a cycle, either with a partner or by yourself, or my guys just said exchanging a partner. Oh my goodness, no disrespect to anybody. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. You come home to yourself, Cancer. And, that's the greatest gift of love that exists, isn't it? The seeds of your own heart. Write your story, Cancer, and write me a message to tell me where you're going and what your sacred process has been when you came through this event horizon because of the eclipse. But you did it. It was a supreme test. I think you've been really tested. Something tested you in a way that was extreme. And maybe you came to some awareness that you didn't want to walk away from this King of Wands. You really didn't. You really didn't. But there was a moment. There was a moment that came forward. And some part of you were like, maybe not. Oh, yeah, my spirit guides are saying yes. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you, Spirit. Aw. But you healed yourself. You healed the situation. And by so doing, you came into complete alignment with yourself. And now your garden can grow. You can plant a new garden. Maybe. Maybe it was this garden that brought you to this change. Spirit, what do you have for beautiful Cancer, beautiful water sign people? Beautiful Cancer. Spirit, July 24th to 1st of August, what do you got for us? Yeah. Okay, this is literal perfection. That is the rune Hagalaz. Let's see, where should we put it? I'm going to put it right there. Actually, it goes right in between, my guides are saying, because these two things are linked. No, they're talking about they want it at the apex. See how these three things are? Four things, maybe. They want it right there. So let me read to you from the book. And my guides are saying, and you can go on to write your story now. I love it. This is a really powerful rune. It's very, also a lot of kind of tenderness within it because it is about disruption. And you've definitely had it or it wouldn't be showing up this way. But it was something good. Something good happened. So this is Hagalaz. It is the rune of disruption. Oh, pardon me. Elemental power, signified by hail. This is about change, freedom, invention, and liberation. all are attributes of this rune. Drawing it indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting self-identification with material reality and to experience the world of the archetypical mind. And they're talking about the Ace of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. The rune of elemental disruption, of events that seem to be totally beyond your control. Hagalaz has only an upright position, and yet it always operates through reversals. When you draw this rune, expect disruption, for it is the great awakener. Although the form the awakening takes may vary, perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming to your senses, as though you are emerging from a deep sleep. Interesting, isn't it? This is the disruption that you're emerged. There's something mystical happening here. I don't know if I said it, but my guys have been talking all morning about quantum partnerships that may cause a disruption, but basically it's in order to help you awaken and come into your wholeness, to build this new path forward based on the bounty that does exist in your cup, in your being, because you incarnated here as a Cancer. Love it. So you may feel a gradual coming to your senses, as though you were emerging from a deep sleep. See, Cancer? I love you guys. I have a sister who's a Cancer, and she's just the most awesome person. She's the youngest. My guys are talking about her now. She's the youngest out of 8 children, and she literally holds the most wisdom. She's just totally the wisdom holder in the family. So as you emerge from this deep sleep, the onset of power may be so great, such as to rip away the fabric of what you previously knew. See? What you previously knew as your reality, your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationships, your beliefs, everything. Some profound change happened within you. I think you went home to yourself, to the sweet nostalgia of your own being. So disruption takes many forms. A relationship may fail, plans may go awry, a source of supply may dry up. But do not be dismayed, because whether you created the disruption or whether it comes from an outside source, you are not without power in this situation. It is your inner strength, the will that you have funded until now in your life. Provide support and guidance at a time when everything you've taken for granted is being challenged. This is one of the cycle runes, and the term radical discontinuity best describes the action of Hagalaz at its most forceful. The more severe the disruption in your life, the more significant and timely the requirements are for your growth. The universe and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow, and you're doing it. my guys are saying you're reaching your destination. Something needed to happen, I think, to shake you up. And you may have known about it, you may have not. This may be a process that you undertook yourself, my guides are saying. Because I think, post-eclipse, we're talking about this event horizon. My guys are talking about it like incessantly. So for you, Cancer, it looks like the event horizon was you going deeply inward to reclaim yourself. Because, as a Cancer, as an empath, you go through a lot of hurt in your life. Sometimes just because you're so sensitive. Life can hurt. And I know I have those events in my life when something just touches me in a way that creates a little bit of a heart chakra wound. And then at some point you got to go in and root it out, don't you? You can't carry it forever. You can't let it encapsulate until there's pus oozing out of it. Okay, that was gross, but that's what my guide said. So, you're finishing a cycle. It's coming forward out of your soul intention, and it's going to show up in your human life. And because, again, at the core of your being, see this? And then your partner's just standing there. You wake up from this dream, like the reading said, a sort of a gradual coming to your senses, coming awake. You wake up from this dream, and my guides are saying that you were harboring that was creating all kinds of conflict inside your soul and inside your life and maybe in your love relationships. And when you wake up, this is what you see. This beautiful Nine of Pentacles person who's going through their own process. I kind of like it because it's a moment of shock, I think. And then action comes forward and you begin to build your garden now in the way that you really wanted it, together with somebody else who's very bountiful just the way you are. So Cancer, that's beautiful. Feels very tender. I'm going to post some music in the information box below. My website is there. Oh, my guys are saying all that blah, blah, blah. All right, so Cancer, have a wonderful last week of July. I'm glad that we're all getting sort of a reprieve because the eclipse was just so intense. It was for me, and I know it was for you too. So thank you, Cancer. Okay, you know what my guys are saying? All right, this flower fell over for a reason. I don't know if you can see that. Let me pull this really close. Probably not. But now on the table in this spot, we got pollen. Things are being fertilized because, the world is turning. And it's the beauty way coming forward. Healing. Planting itself into your garden. That's why your garden grows. Whew, Cancer, okay, thank you so much for being here. Click the like button, share the video, subscribe, and hit the bell and all that fancy stuff, okay? Let's put it this way so you can see it. And have a wonderful week. Really enjoy it. The dark clouds are gone. They're moving off for you, Cancer. And I'm very glad to see this. Have a lovely week. I'll be here to talk with you about love next week. We'll see how the story continues. Have fun with this. My guides are saying, just have fun.